Welcome viewers, thanks for watching. I'm Michelle Froese, Senior Editor of Windpower Engineering and Development, and today we are talking about cyber threats to renewable energy projects and the utility grid. Joining me today, I have Rob Putman, who is the Director of Product Management at GE. Thanks so much for your time today, Rob.
Great. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks for having me.
So it seems like a month doesn't go by where you don't hear in the news some potential malware threat to important infrastructure, such as power stations. And I'm wondering, Rob, what you think utilities can do about that and if customers should be concerned.
Yeah, so people should definitely be concerned. The fact that successful breaches are occurring really is the indicator that we need to start paying attention. At GE, we kind of think about it in two ways. One is as a manufacturer and OEM.
Right.
It's our responsibility to assure that our products have security as a design requirement in them. The other challenge we have is how do we go back in legacy environments for which security wasn't necessarily a design requirement? And how do we retrofit those and really put some fundamental security controls in place that can mitigate malware and other types of more fundamental breaches.
Right, makes sense. So what about renewable energy products and say wind farms? Is there a direct threat for a cyber attack potentially to hit one of those projects?
Without question. Wind, not unlike other industrial control system environments, depending on whether or not the control system or how modern or up-to-date the control system is, has more or less security controls built in by design. And so then the challenge becomes, as I mentioned earlier, how do you go in, establish or assess or identify risk and apply security controls to manage it? There are some nuances around wind in that they're distributed environments, but nothing that's unachievable. And at the end of the day, some of it comes back to just good old-fashioned work and applying basic security controls and building your program out.
Excellent. Good information. Thank you. Any final tips you can share about cybersecurity and the future of the power industry?
Definitely. So I think the number one message to our customers and generators out there is that this is an achievable problem. And I think the first step is to think about it like a risk management process, and that the first step in risk management is identify your exposure and then build a plan around which you can apply security controls to manage it. And just like with the CIS-20, the first 5 controls and their subcontrols really address the fundamentals of cybersecurity. And we often advise customers that are in an early stage of capability to start there. Otherwise, the task can seem very daunting, and unfortunately, the call to action never really occurs. So get going. There are fundamental things you can do. These fundamentals will dramatically reduce your exposure to risk.
Right. Thanks, Rob. Excellent. Thanks for your insight, Rob.
Sure.
If viewers would like to learn more, where can they go?
Our core customer website. There are links that describe our cyber offerings, and GE's position ranges everything from tools and services that we have all the way up to partnership agreements and arrangements we have.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And thank you, viewers, for your time and attention. This is Michelle Froese for Windpower Engineering and Development Magazine. Thank you.